sit by the fire and hear the tale of 5 steadfast adventurers as they explore the mysterious isles of Doctor. Join us on the sword-casting adventures.
Murabi led us to Belnir, a representative of the Truth on the Wind. He told us a bit about his organization. They have been fighting the militaristic occupiers of the city. I should not be muddying my mission by getting involved in local politics, and yet this group has been providing delightful info on the area, maps and everything. They seem to be earnest and good, and my traveling companions like them. I guess it should be fine to work with them for now. Evermeet probably won't mind. I do wish that these rebels weren't asking us into the sewers. Regardless, we went in and found an ooze for our trouble. Never seen one before, but those things split from sharks even. Who knew? Dreadful things.
Thank you, Elduin. So, as you all stand after finishing your battle with the Black Puddings, and as the echo of the scream far down the westward lane ends and dies off, you find yourself just hearing the lap of the slow current around your feet. In front of you, about 30 feet down, you see a turnoff that goes both east and west and widens from the path you're taking.
That sounded like a bird.
Dude, could we tell if that was from the right or left? Did you say that?
I said it was coming from the west.
Okay, left.
So
Great.
left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Metolius would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Aid at 3rd level.
Got it.
On Rain.
Has everyone grouped up?
Amelia.
After this
I think
point?
we were all...
Rain was on the ceiling. Grimtuck and... Actually, you and Metolius and Grimtuck were on the opposite side of the...
No, Rain was over there too.
Rain came down to attack.
Because I smashed the slime and they both had to
So the
dex
three
save
of you
out.
are on the right side of the kind of slosh, and the Elduin and Amelia are on the left side.
Are they within 30 feet of me?
Effectively, yeah, they are.
Okay, so I'll do Rain, Amelia, and myself. And it's at 3rd level, so you get 10 HP added to your total
Fuck yeah.
for 8 hours.
Thank you.
And then I will use the Pearl of Power to regain that 3rd level spell slot.
Oh, snap.
Rad.
Oh,
So it's not even...
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's not even technically temporary
You're so
HP.
powerful.
It's just
not.
Our max
Your
HP
ma-
goes
yeah.
up by 10 for 8 hours.
And I said myself, correct? Yes. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Healers and the one that falls down a lot.
Yes. Good point.
I mean, if we want, we could just say that the slimes were doing it and then leave, and then we don't have to be in the sewer anymore. Just a thought. Nobody said, fine, fuck it, we'll go.
But we just heard maybe possibly a bird.
You don't know what that was. It just... Fine, I know, fine. Let's just...
We can't leave till the job is done.
I guess.
At least let us take a look and see if it was even coming from the direction we're supposed to be heading.
You, big guy with axe. Whatever game this is. Grimtuck, I'm sorry. How rude of me.
No, it's fine. We're in a sewer. You can pretty much say whatever you want. It won't be worse
You can call whatever you want.
than whatever is
Those
happening
are orc rules.
inside of my nose right now. Because it is awful.
We can't leave without doing the job that we came down here to do.
I mean,
Just
we
make
could
sure
just
not to
say
call
that
them
it
for
was to
dinner.
do the slimes, just to kill those. But no, alright, fine. Let's just get this over with. Just an idea. We can revisit it later if you guys want. I'm cool with that too. We'll table it for now. We'll come back to it.
Well, shall we press forward? Do you want to be in front, Grimtuck?
What is the marching order?
Grimtuck
Amelia
is going
with the line.
first. Grimtuck is just going to stomp because he wants to get those over now. So shoulders slumped, just looking real grumpy, just starts
Also,
walking.
The party is effectively split by the river of sludge in the center. Are you guys jumping back over?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not a problem. Yeah, let's do that.
So I would say just a quick athletics check from the two Grimtuck and Metolius. Rain, are you just walking over the ceiling?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm
I actually
gonna
think I'll probably walk.
be ready to catch somebody.
Sure.
Is this like a circular tunnel Or, like, could I walk on the ceiling above the group, like, as we continue?
You could walk above the group.
Okay.
You're going to be a little bit high up, but again, if you're standing, obviously you're standing straight up upside down, so you won't be that far from them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And that's how the last fight happened.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just saying.
It's alright, you got a couple more teeth to lose.
It's fine.
Not natural 20.
Not natural 20.
12.
I mean, it's a pretty straightforward jump. It's not that far. You both take a quick back step to the wall, a few steps forward and a leap, and with a solid thud into the stonework, you land on the other side as the group once again is together.
Alright, let's get this over with. And just starts trudging off. Also, like, kind of idly surveying his maul that got melted by the pudding.
Oh yeah, it's looking rough.
Yeah.
Especially on the upper edges where it kind of landed into it.
Yeah.
The sizzling has stopped by this
yeah.
point, but you're looking at a good chunk taken out of it.
I didn't really like it too much anyways. It wasn't really my go-to, but just kind of more curious about that than the direction he's going.
Amelia will follow him.
Okay, so we got a Grimtuck, we got an Amelia. What else we got? Where's everyone else?
Metolius will bring up the rear, so Eldwin in front of Metolius,
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
and Rain on the ceiling.
And so I'm gonna put Rain in the center. Effectively.
Yeah, I mean, effectively, I would say I'm kind of...
Okay. So now we have a
Center
Marching
formation.
order, you're just upside down.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
I'm just-
upright,
Hey,
upside
works.
down, upright.
Exactly.
So
More or
it doesn't
less.
take very long. You find yourself at that T-junction. The sound did come from the west. The light situation is your staff is still going, correct?
True.
True. So the light is seen. You see a good amount around you as just the water sloshes and kind of burbles here and there. As you turn the corner, you find a much wider opening. This is probably about 50 feet across, give or take, and the ceiling hits to about 30 feet high, maybe 35. A little bit bigger, certainly. This is definitely decently under the city, and surprisingly well built for even what you saw above. So yeah.
And that's decidedly sewer water.
Oh yeah, it's shit. It's a lot of human excrement and other things you just don't want on you.
You guys think that if you drink a potion or if you use something that lets you breathe water, it still lets you breathe that water? Or do you think it'd be like when you breathe smoke, but you could kind of breathe, but you can't really?
I mean, certainly be worried about
I certainly
the
wouldn't
health
want
of
to
your
find out.
lungs.
Yeah, but like, do you think you could do it?
I mean, you probably could do it. You might die from the resulting diseases.
Sick that comes
Alright.
with it.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, I just wasn't sure. I mean, it seems like a bad idea, but
Yeah, it seems like a very bad idea.
but I mean, like if you had to.
I mean, if you had to.
Yeah, if you could already breathe water.
I think I'd rather just hold my
Like-
breath and shit water.
You know, I know
Yeah.
who would. No, I'm not saying you should.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if you had to,
I
do
mean,
you think it would work?
I'd do a lot of
I
things
think if you
I
had to, it would be worth a shot.
This is us just walking through the cavern.
Let's hope we never have to.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, 'cause
Second that.
Yeah.
my cloak lets me breathe water, but I don't want to try. I'm not gonna do it.
I mean, you're just
That's
never
not
gonna get that
water.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Of your
water
lungs.
in it. It's not just. It's not condensed shit. Like there's water. It's poop and piss in the water.
There's probably some beer and, blood.
Vomit.
Oh
Yeah.
Other bodily fluids.
no.
Dead rats.
Like
At
it's.
least one. Probably.
At least one.
I like how the DM, we were just hearing this phantom voice that's like, it's fucking gross, dude. Do you guys hear that?
As the party trudged on, it was really gross.
Checks out.
Thank you, narrator.
So about, say, probably like 50 to maybe 100 feet ahead of you, you hear an odd sound. I want you all to make a perception check.
Teak is also going to listen.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Teek's back.
Hey, Deek's back!
Hey!
Natural 20.
Oh, snap.
Well done.
23 for Grimtuck.
Is this a listening based perception?
It is.
Okay. 24.
Elduin got an 11, and Teak got a
both 11. Nope, not even.
Exactly 11. 2 11s.
2 11s.
Amelia got a 13.
13, 11, 24.
Yep.
23.
He has
natural
advantage on
20.
hearing. That's 13. 13.
Ooh, big numbers. So, as you're all walking down, you hear the clamor of your feet against the cobble. And then you begin to hear this odd bubbling sound in front of you, probably about, say, 15 feet down in the middle of the water. And it takes a second, but you're able to pick up where it is, specifically all the people who got well over 20. But a few feet more, and both Eldwin and Amelia, you start to hear it too. This odd bubble kind of starts to pop in front of you, and then Grimtuck, you see this...
I stop. Amelia stops immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see this roil of bubble kind of come up in the very dead center of the just waterway.
Grimtuck's shoulders are just like, oh no! Damn it!
What? What is it? Do you know what this is?
No, but it's gonna be covered in shit.
Can I see them? He's strangely germophobic. It's very weird.
I hate cities because they smell like shit, and now we're in the place that makes them smell like shit.
So we haven't even made it to the first left.
No.
Okay, thank you.
You're officially on the main drag now, but you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
made it
yeah.
to the first turn.
Okay.
So as you see this kind of bubble and roil start to happen among the still flowing water, you look, and as you prepare yourself for the worst, out of the water this body just bobs to the surface, and then you notice that it's human and pieces of it are missing. As it just kind of starts to drift down, you see this horrified visage of a face, almost left off in a scream. But it doesn't seem to move, but it's missing an eye, half of its face is gone, just skull underneath.
Does it look like
But
a
it-
fresh corpse?
Damn it, that's what I was gonna ask. How long dead does it look?
Yeah.
Roll a nature check.
But it bubbled?
It did.
Okay. And it came to the surface, but it's not alive.
It's not. Seemingly.
That would be not natural 20.
Not natural 20. It looks decently fresh. And I would say because of your previous occupation, you've seen gases be caught in a corpse, and those corpses rise to the surface later. So this is probably maybe a few days old of a corpse. And the gases may have just finally just
No.
released as it came to the surface and started to float down. You notice as it fully kind of floats to the top, the lower half of it's completely gone. The spine seems to just kind of wave in the water.
So it looks like, did the skeleton get munched on, or is it munched around the skeleton?
More like the body got munched on, leaving bits of the skeleton, but a lot of the lower half is completely missing.
Okay.
One of the arms is half there, and the face is half a skull. The other
How
side.
long have you been in Moor Beach? Just a day?
Not even.
We haven't even
Not
spent
even?
a night.
Okay, that's what I thought. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to go differently, guys.
No, I was just going to see if I recognized this person for being around town, but if it's several
I
days
did
dead,
not
then
know
I would
what to
not.
think.
I thought it was going to be something that was going to try and touch us. So, I'm sorry for being squeamish. But yeah, that guy's probably just full of gas and just came up. He's probably been down there a couple of days. Looks like. No, that happens when bodies are
I
underwater.
think the question is still what killed him.
Are there any concerning markings on him?
Yeah.
It looks ravaged. It doesn't look like it was it just rotted off.
Ravaged by
a wild animal.
teeth or by blade?
Grimtuck is going
You roll
to.
another nature check for me as it kind of floats finally in front of you.
I was going to say, Grimtuck would want to try to affix a rope maybe to a javelin and try and pull it over. Sure. If he can.
11.
It looks too ragged to be a blade. It looks
Okay.
more like animalistic.
Let's see if we can
As
bring him in closer.
you start rapping, I'm gonna be like, don't. The javelin is gonna go in the water and it's gonna be gross.
It's dead to me. Once I get this body over here, I'm just letting it float away with the body.
But
It's
don't
just a
waste a good javelin.
Yeah, it's
You
not.
guys, I want to look at it.
No.
All right.
You're the one squeamish about all this, and you want to drag a rotting corpse.
Do you like the smell of it down here? Cities are gross.
Yeah, well, let's get our task over with, and then we can get out of here.
All right, I'm
I
fine
think
with
all
that.
this means is let's be careful
All right.
as we continue.
As you continue, the body just floats on
Yeah.
by. You hear another solid, expelling of gas, and as it does, it seems to slowly sink under the water itself.
That's an unfortunate resting place.
Yes.
There's
Well-
so many jokes to be made right now. I don't know.
We should keep an eye out. It looked like it was teeth that did that to him.
Oh, yeah.
It did look like some sort of beast.
All right. Let's
Poop
move
shark.
on out.
Poop shark?
Poop shark. Almost.
What about or perhaps a garbage monster?
That sounds like a
If I
SoundCloud
recall,
rapper.
You are not so didn't have such a good time with them.
Wait, what?
The
Sorry.
garbage monsters.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, I remember that. You almost. Wait, who? Oh, wait,
Yeah.
It
no.
was not one of my finer moments.
No, that was bad showing.
Wait, what happened?
There's
Owen
Oh,
almost got eaten by an OTO.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's like
it's
a garbage monster.
a hideous.
Yeah.
It's a hideous monster with a gaping
It was our
maw.
first real outing as a group,
We
and
could
then
we could very well see one.
Our
in the
first
sewer.
real outing.
and we tried to sneak into this place, and then Elduin almost got eaten.
It had tentacles and an eye stalk.
I saved his life. You remember that? And he snatched you from the jaws of death.
Yes.
Is it something that
you.
could have done that as she points down towards where the body was?
It's possible, but I think
yeah.
they usually eat most of their kills, so that's all I have to go on.
We almost get eaten a lot.
Yeah.
I've almost been eaten by the frog monster. I did get eaten by the dragon corgi. There was the blue one that shot
Yeah,
lightning
yeah.
in my face.
That makes
The
me love
Behir.
it so much more.
Yeah, there's we get there's things try to eat us a lot.
Yeah.
Have you
You're
been
not
eaten yet,
wrong.
Rain? Close?
Nah.
No? It was a close call with Elduin.
Yes.
Metolius? No?
No.
Never?
Usually, if things are big enough to eat me, I keep my distance.
Yeah, I
As
don't.
one should.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it just happens to us sometimes. Anyways,
It's part of the lifestyle, I think.
yeah, we had a friend get eaten. It was pretty fucked up.
So I heard.
Yeah. I mean, we got him back. Well, not him back. We got it. We opened it up. That's not a
I
good
think that's enough.
Sorry, I don't know. It's just that we were talking
You're
about
oversharing again.
it. Fuck, alright.
Press on. We
Sorry,
don't have
guys.
all night.
Alright.
As you continue forward down the path, you finally make it to the very first left, leaving a long ways down, even farther than the light goes, more so over a couple 100 feet down, and it even turns off a couple paths down the way where you can no longer see. It shortens to more the style of the original walkway you had seen when you left the Iron Shield pub. But continuing down is up to you. Either you go west or south from where you're standing.
Remind me where we were told to head.
Well, the sound came from the west.
And you were
Yeah.
told to head towards where it's marked on the map to the
We're
As
supposed
the
to
crow flies.
continue west towards the wharf, right?
I think so.
So we should continue this way.
Yes.
I've always heard tales of city sewers having creatures in them like rats and alligators. Maybe we could, if we see any, we could ask them.
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
That's true.
Keep
we
an eye
should
out for that.
we should press on straight. That is, as I'm reading this map, the way to the wharf.
Okay, that's fine.
So you do. You press on, keeping the light ahead of you, being able to see just a growing maze of pathways here and there. You notice that ahead of you sits at least 3 or 4 effective walkways going in different directions. 2 to the west, 1 to the south, 1 to the north. You notice that even the ones to the west seem to branch off as well. As you do, you continue forward and you hear a small sound just at the edge of your hearing. I'd love you to make one more of those hearing perceptions.
17 for Rain.
Nope. Amelia got a 7.
Another 23 for Grimtuck.
19 for Metolius.
A 14 for Elduin, but a 22 for Teak.
Yeah, me and Teak hearing shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Owls. He's also very excited about being in the dark.
I'm in the sewer in the
Oh,
dark.
yeah.
I don't know about the sewer. He'd prefer to have open air above him, but...
So, all you've got over, I'd say a 15, hear this odd skittering sound. Could be rats, could be something else. Kind of clamoring against the stone itself. Just a little ways off, seemingly to the southern entrance, past the first of these turn-offs. It's a little bit shorter, and you can't really see very far down, as Amelia would have to stand at the edge. But the sound is weird. It kind of echoes across the stone.
Is this to the south?
Yeah.
Even with the distance on my dark vision?
Even with the distance on your dark vision, you don't see anything specifically.
Okay.
Do you all wish to see what's down there?
No.
Does it sound big? Or
Wait,
does it
isn't
sound
it
like
the
multiple
direction we
small
want to
things?
head?
It is.
What
Wow.
do you hear?
A skittering noise.
Yes, Teak
I
Teak
mean,
noticed it, but it
No, I heard it. It was.
sounds like vermin or something.
It sounds like a skit. Like, yeah, I'd imagine like something small. I assume small skittering or.
It's just a lot. It
The-
could
A
be
lot
of
soft and
skittering.
a lot
The
of
thing
skittering.
that worries
Oh.
me about skittering is something trying to get away from something else.
I mean, it's or a swarm.
Yeah.
It could be a
Well.
swarm. If it's not in the direction we need to go,
Let's just.
I've heard tales
I
of
can-
many-legged critters that swarm and are not small. So there is some concern.
you want me to scout
I
it out?
can.
At that-
well, I was gonna say I can from the ceiling
I'm
quietly.
going to
check it
start
out
to
if you
wave
guys
my
want.
hand in the air if anybody is going to try to stop me, and then I'm just going to cast a firebolt, just sort of dead center,
Yeah, let it fly.
down the corridor to illuminate the hallway.
Okay.
Just not at anything, just
No.
down the
Yeah.
hallway, firebolt
Yeah.
for
Not my
like.
chosen
Amelia
tactic,
kind of
but
like
I'm
reaches
not gonna
out in
stop you.
concern, but it's too
Yeah,
late.
like
I was gonna say, I think it is
Yeah,
definitely
it's
too
too
late.
late.
It has been done.
Metolius is proud.
So as the firebolt flies
Green is
down,
worried.
at the very, very end, where it looks like to the edge of I would say even to the edge of your dark vision at this point, you see a staircase going up. You see two large bulbous things, almost maggot-like in their form, but pretty big for that shape.
Do I recognize them?
Roll a nature check.
Love to. I'm gonna roll my green die.
Oh,
For
critical
nature.
fail for
Ooh,
Grimtuck.
that's a good one.
Nat 1.
Metolius would be able to go.
Wait, what is it we're rolling?
As
Nature.
the firebolt
Nature, okay.
kind of catches into the stonework, these two creatures let out this terrible screech as they scatter from this staircase into now this open, effectively short but open walkway. And then, as they do, they notice the light at the end. Natures.
Dirty critical fail.
Critical fail.
21.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Both of you, if not in actually seeing it because of where this creature kind of usually keeps to itself, both of you have heard of these large maggot-like creatures called carrion crawlers.
And how far down is...
Big ol' maggots.
Big old maggots.
How far down are they?
It's probably closer to
Like 120?
120 feet, give or take, yeah.
Because that's what, like, the range
Yeah.
of firebolt.
Yeah. Firebolt's 120 feet.
I'd
They're
say it's more
120.
like they're
Does,
about 100 feet once they kind of scatter out of the staircase going up. As they see the light, you hear that same skittering kind of rushing down.
Does Amelia see
Rushing
them notice
towards
the
or
light?
We should
Yes.
go. We should go.
Should we not
we
kill these
should
things?
move.
She just reaches up and snatches the vial out of the air and turns the light off.
Another kind of screech
Make their
goes
way.
out.
Go.
Okay, we move.
We move.
Okay.
We move?
Why are we running?
Why have unnecessary combat?
I thought that what if that's the thing that's killing the things?
We were told to go westward.
But we were also we were told to investigate in the sewers what is happening.
Yeah, we're running like right now, but I
The
don't
sounds
really...
of
Fuck it,
skittering
we're going.
starts to go up the stone walls.
Well,
as they
we
do.
can stay and fight if you want.
No, I mean, if it's... Are they following us?
I think so. They saw us.
It sounds like they're coming towards, right? Not away.
They're definitely coming towards.
Okay.
Though the light
How
is gone.
close do they sound?
I would say now probably more like 60 feet away, maybe 70.
But they're gaining ground on us?
They're definitely,
Can
as
I-
you're kind of like standing there discussing for a moment and starting to move forward, they are definitely gaining ground.
I'm gonna pull
It
out.
sounds like things are starting to come up walls. I'm gonna go down the wall and rejoin
Sure.
the group, so I'm
I'm
not
gonna
isolated on the ceiling.
I'm gonna fire a fire bolt right at sort of like where I hear one to be as I ready my bow to aim at whatever I can see when the firebolt lights
Sure.
it.
Granted, you have decent dark vision. They're still out of your dark vision range. So yeah, you fire the firebolt towards that way to catch sight of them.
I mean, I'm gonna try to hit one with a firebolt, but I'm not
Now
expecting to
it's
hit.
complete darkness because the light's gone.
Yeah, but then
be
I'm
disadvantage.
Yeah, totally. I'm trying to aim a firebolt at what I hear.
Okay.
Where
so
I hear them
roll
to be.
An attack with disadvantage.
Doing it. That's not great. Probably gonna miss, but I've got my bow ready after that. 12.
12.
Nope.
12
10.
does not hit.
10.
10 does not hit. As that firebolt speeds through the sewer, you see the two creatures kind of rise as they see the fire pass them, and then in the quick mote of flame that passes them, one of them disappears into darkness, and then you hear a very loud splash, and the other one keeps seemingly moving towards you.
I'd like to fire at it with my arrow.
Okay. You know where it is. I'd still say once the light goes out, you still have disadvantage because you know where it is, but it's still moving.
Once the firebolt passes them and I see them, Amelia's gonna turn, say shit, and kind of toss the vial back up in the air and catch it with her staff, and it's gonna turn back on.
Okay. You
Well-
no longer have disadvantage.
All right, I'm gonna attack.
Yep, let's do it. It sounds like we're doing this.
You see now that Amelia once again brings the light about, you see in the water a huge ripple and a writhing of something underneath it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. As I'm aiming, I think one's in the water, and I'm gonna fire my sharpshooter bow frost.
Okay, I'll let you take your shot, and then we'll roll initiative.
Fucking shit maggot.
Yes.
Shit,
Yes.
maggots.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
All right. So, that was really bad, but I think that was still good. So, anyways,
So bad.
10 points of piercing damage. No, sorry. 17 points of piercing damage and 1 point of
Colt.
gold.
So your arrow flies true, and as you do, you see just the kind of shock of frost across the actual shaft of the arrow. As it connects, that frost just emanates into the creature, and it screeches. Not the same screech, but just a horrible, unearthly, terrible screech of an insect. Just echoes through the stone as the arrow connects, doing a decent fucking amount of damage. As that occurs, the creature continues to move forward, and everyone roll initiative.
Not great.
19 for Rain.
Amelia got a 9.
And
17 from Metolius.
17 for Grimtuck.
11 for Elduin.
17 for Metolius,
Correct.
11 for Elduin.
Yep.
Yeet.
That is a word I do not understand.
It's okay. You don't.
17.
I understand what it means. I just don't.
Who has the higher
I'm having an old person moment.
dexterity, or who wants to go first out of the two siblings?
I got +2.
I got +3.
All right.
Okay, go first then. Bring it to the top of the round.
You would want to follow up on what I do.
Nah.
I don't know.
I'll
We haven't figured out any combo attacks yet.
No, I mean,
Really.
I should probably be in front. Just meat
Invented the
shield.
X strike yet?
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I know that the X strike. Chrono Trigger style.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Don't you worry.
I'll be
So-
the
This one
frog.
is with Robo and it
I'll be
tackles in the middle. That's my favorite one.
That one is dope.
So, as this occurs, Rain,
Or the one
it's
he just
your turn.
throws frog.
You still see
Yeah.
the writhing, roiling water below, but the large maggot creature is the one that's still up is still rushing towards you down the hallway.
Okay, so there's still something moving / bubbling in the water that has not come up yet.
Yes.
But there is a maggot rushing towards us.
Yes.
So I will attack that one, please.
Okay.
How far away from it am I?
At this point, as it continues to move forward, I'd say it's 50 feet away from you.
Okay, well then
But you're Rain, so you can close the distance and take the charge.
Yes, rush forward.
Come assassinate.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to really talk you into this.
I mean, you're not wrong. Though. You're not wrong.
Please no.
I just want to move 20 feet closer as to not be out of range with my crossbow.
So you're
And-
effectively 20 feet into that hallway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you're now 30 feet away from it.
Yes, so I'm going to be 30 feet away, and I want to attack with my crossbow, and I always forget exactly what an assassinate does for me, because I don't get to use it super often.
You have advantage if you go before the creature.
Right.
And
And-
if
You get your sneak
hit,
attack.
It's a critical.
Right, no, you don't
No,
get
you
your
get
sneak.
sneak
No.
attack.
Yeah.
It was aware you were there. You get your sneak attack. You have advantage, so you get sneak attack.
Right,
Yep. So that's it. Because you get to go before it went.
Yeah, because you didn't surprise it.
right. Okay, so I have advantage. Let's go with a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Excellent. And so it is sneak attack, so it'll be 66. Plus 4. Well, 22, 24, 27, 31 damage.
31 damage. Boom.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what we like to see.
So, as you connect to the creature, you see its large insect bulbous eyes on the very front of it, and these odd like tentacles kind of coming out of its horrible toothy maw. You connect straight with one of those giant eyes, and it releases this gush of gross and
nasty.
liquid as you puncture it and just pop it, and it screeches that same screech and almost seems to lose its footing on the wall, but still stands there,
It's still going though.
just barely.
Alright, well, in that case, I think I'm going to... Because there's probably not much for me to hide behind, right? Like, we're around.
Unless you ran back and ran around the corner.
Or in the water.
No, thank you. Well, in that case,
Totally acceptable.
Hard
for
pass.
you.
I'm
on
gonna
the water.
use my bonus action to dash to make my total, like, 60 feet, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna, like, just kind of, like, retreat a little bit another, so I moved 20, so I'll retreat, like, 40 feet back.
Whoa, who's this person?
Yeah, what do you know?
So then you're effectively behind everyone.
Yes.
A rogue.
Yes, please.
Okay. You rush back, you rush forward, throw a bolt at the creature, take a huge hit on it, and then rush back,
Yep.
getting
Most
behind
rogue
everyone else.
shit you've ever done.
Shooting the guy in the guard tower was pretty.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's like
Yes.
Speaking
that.
of Grimtuck, it is your turn.
credit where credit's due.
There's been some roguey moments.
All right, fair.
That was dope.
So 50 feet away is the enemy, or okay. I can't make it there in one turn, and that's unfortunate for me, but that's okay. I will still, let's go ahead and let's fuck around a little. I will rage.
Okay.
I will move forward. Let's go ahead and get out in front of the group. I will say it's 50 feet out. I'll give it 20 feet
Okay.
out in front of the group, and
So
let's.
back where Rain ran out and shot. Okay.
And I will chuck a lightning javelin at it.
Ooh, okay.
Because I want to keep my rage going. So I'll flex at it while I do it.
Got it.
Hashtag just barbarian things.
Just barbarian things.
Swole.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
So that is 1d6 plus 5 plus a lot.
I want to keep my rage going, so I flex that.
So
Take sarcastic quotes.
that is.
Punch. I want to be the barbarian that like punches himself in the face.
Yeah, I
keep your
definitely
rage
thought about
going?
that in my sense of
Yeah, I don't know if it would work mechanically, but I've thought of it myself.
making an attack on something.
That's true.
Or you're taking damage.
Well, had I known that, I would have done this turn differently, but that's okay. We're here now. So that is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 piercing damage, and then
I like this maneuver too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then 5 feet. The bubbling thing isn't within 5 feet of it, is it? That's too bad.
No, the creature is probably about up on the wall, 20 feet up, give or take.
And then
Is it still
11.
It's on the edge, on the
12,
side,
13,
crawling
14,
towards it.
15, and then
up from the bubbling pit part, or is it not
The-
moved from that part?
As in past that,
Yeah.
it's slightly past it.
Okay, got it.
okay, so that is 9 piercing, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lightning damage.
17. So
Sorry. Trying to stretch my legs.
that's cool.
It's hard.
So Grimtuck hauls off, runs forward with lightning javelin in hand, takes a stance, and as he grits his teeth as his rage ensues, he lets loose the lightning, and like a Grecian god, a lightning bolt flies from his hand straight into the creature, and you see it pierce straight through it. Its giant, soft, fleshy body is just eviscerated by the lightning bolt as it plummets to the ground half cooked and dead.
Nice!
It's like arachnophobia.
That was really badass. It's everything that I was hoping for.
Does it ooze pus onto the ground?
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of gross.
Cool.
You see it ooze what looks like pus, blood, your usual.
Insect innards.
Yeah, especially of ones that eat things like carrion.
Gross.
Yeah. That does end your turn,
Mm-hmm.
leaving it to Metolius.
Metolius will stride forward and grasp his holy symbol
Yeah.
and cast Moonbeam on the bubbling.
Ooh.
Yes.
So 40-foot.
Does it pierce water?
That is up to your discretion,
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because
Just give me a quick reading on it, and I will happily.
it says more info, so I want to double check the more info.
I mean, I kind of feel like it would, because it just does like a solid amount of it's a column of light.
Yeah. So the triggering part doesn't happen until the creature's
Sure.
turn.
Sure.
So let me just double check. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames. It makes a con save. And I can move it 60 feet on it as a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically enemy creature
As an action.
or any creature.
Any creature.
So I will not. None of us should go into the moonbeam.
No, it's only 5-foot radius.
Oh.
It's very small. It's 40 foot high, but
So as Metolius runs forward, gripping his holy symbol, he calls out, and as he does, this column of light streaks from the ceiling straight down into the bubbling pool. And as it hits the water, you see it start to boil as it does. As the moonbeam starts to heat the water around it.
I'm gonna wait to see what happens on the
Sure.
unknown enemy's turn.
Okay. So on Unknown's enemy's turn, first it makes a con saving throw for being in the light.
Correct.
Okay.
16
And-
is my save.
That's cocked. That's not a 16. And but that is. So on a success, what
It's
happens?
half damage.
Okay.
Interesting. So 6 reduced to 3
6 reduced to 3.
of radiant damage. And if it's a shape changer, shape changer has to make a save at disadvantage. I forgot to say that, but I doubt it's a shape change.
If you shape change into a shit maggot, you just don't have good imagination. Like,
Well, oh yeah.
Word. At that point,
Did you roll for the carrion crawler too? I don't know.
you don't know what I'm doing.
I
Don't worry
know.
about it.
I'm just
I
curious.
rolled for everyone.
If it's
In this
still
situa-
there or what's going on,
I rolled for everyone in this situation.
Got
Don't
it.
question me.
Okay, I'm not questioning. I'm just curious.
That's good, because as the water begins to roil and boil because of the ghostly flames that envelop the maggot creature underneath it, from the water springs this giant black, almost manta ray-like creature with a long bony tail and a horrible visage as it screeches as the burning had enveloped its prey that it had grabbed. And then it notices that there's more possible food in front of it.
Woo!
As another creature joins the fray.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet. That's so tight.
But that also released the maggot creature, which does take its movement to climb out of the water as you see it climb to up the opposite side.
Does
As
a
it's-
manta ray get an attack of opportunity? God damn it. I was hopeful.
It's getting there. Hold up, guys. Calm down. You're everything's.
Never.
Good. As well you should. Anyways, as this odd manta ray-like creature flaps out of the water and kind of makes this terrible screeching sound, the crawler rises from out of the mess itself, and you see cuts and gashes in its soft body as it starts to try to rush away. It uses all of it, basically it uses all of its movement to start to run, and as it does, it would make it to just about
Towards us or away?
towards you.
Okay.
It makes it to the opposite side of this stream, to the corner, as it's running. So it does take an attack of opportunity from the manta ray creature, but I don't think it would make an attack of opportunity from any of you guys, even if it did make it to that corner. No.
Yeah, it's across the shit water.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is going to attack. And that is 15. Word. Oh yeah.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
It slashes with its odd bony protrusion of a tail, and it catches into the soft body of the carrion crawler, and it leaves a huge gash as this viscous liquid starts to pour out of it. Yeah, dealing a decent amount of damage.
Crikey. Get it?
Ah.
I can't say too soon. That was so long ago. No, make that joke. It's fine.
Dude.
DM says it's fine. But that is the carrion crawler's turn. As it rushes away, it makes it to just the corner. In that moment, though,
You feel good about yourself?
I did! I gotcha!
the large manta ray-like creature flaps once again and begins to rush forward. As it does, it flies about, I'd say, 15 feet ahead, still leaving a distance of 15 feet before you and 25 feet from the group itself. And then it does something. Its jaw opens up and it releases this horrible moan that seems to echo out across the entirety of this sewer. And as it does, I want you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
Boo.
If you're within 10 feet of me, you have +4.
Am I
Who's
within
within
10 feet
10
of
feet?
you?
Just me.
Every
No, I didn't move.
Oh, I thought you moved out ahead with
you
me.
did say,
Oh, it's 120 feet range, so I actually didn't move.
oh, okay. No,
Oh,
then
okay.
everyone but Grimtuck is
Yeah.
got the plus.
It's a wisdom save?
It is.
Oh, yes.
Wait, what's the plus again? How much?
+4
+4.
from my aura of protection.
That's kind
Plus paladins.
There we go. Well,
Let's go around the table. Let's do Elduin.
Yeah.
22.
We're on the same boat.
27.
Amelia.
Amelia got a 24.
Okay.
11.
Hey.
11.
Hey.
Oh, do I have to roll for Teak?
Roll for Teak.
He is
Does-
a combatant.
Does Teak get the bonus from
He is close enough.
Wisdom saving throw. Hey, owls
He's a
are
friendly creature.
owls are wise, so that's a 19 actually.
So,
The bird's less afraid than me. It's fucked up.
So, Elduin, Teak, Metolius, and Amelia, you hear this moan echo out from this odd creature. And as it does, it kind of passes through you, but you shake it off, and you feel nothing from it. Actually, sorry. Oh, okay. The carrion crawler didn't make it either.
We're in
But
this
it
together, buddy.
It passes through you, and you shake it off. Your resolve does not change. But behind you, in front of you being Grimtuck, and then behind you being Rain, you two both feel a shudder of fear pass through you as this aberration sits now in front of you. Unknowing what it is, unknowing what it does, you feel its moan sink to the bottom of your core. Okay, and at that moment, that is its turn. Elduin,
The
it's
great
yours.
Moni Baloney.
The moaning baloney.
I would like to fire an arrow at the big mantis thing.
Okay. Manta.
Manta.
Very different creatures.
Sharpshooter, as always.
As always.
Does a 15 hit.
It is.
Yes! Alright.
Got him.
Got him!
Got him!
We did it, boys.
Oh, yes. Yes.
My favorite Twitch thing ever.
22 points of piercing damage.
Whoop.
Magical piercing damage. Plus 6 points of frost.
Hot.
And then my second shot.
And then.
Ooh, that's probably
No,
gonna
no.
miss.
Allow
That's
me
a
to
9.
That is not.
I would like to redirect that at the carrion
Sure.
maggot thing.
Absolutely.
So
Let's
the arrow's
arcane
gonna.
physics the fuck
I'm
out
gonna-
of this arrow.
I'm gonna bend this arrow, bend it like Beckham for a natural 20.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Cool. So
I imagine it like, remember when they were just able to like redirect the spirit bomb with like different finger motions? I think it's like that in my head.
yeah.
the arrows.
That is
Definitely not bullet bending.
No.
15 points of magical piercing damage
15 points.
at the creepy
Okay.
crawly.
So, as your arrow flies and misses your second shot, you all see it do that same odd shape. It almost curves and becomes fluid for a moment as it turns and flies straight towards the odd bulbous maggot creature, and then it connects right into its back. The creature screams as it continues to scuttle off. An odd jet of gross, viscous liquid fly from the wound.
Yep.
Cool.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Amelia, it brings it to you.
How far out is this thing?
The manta ray?
Yeah.
From you all, it flew 15 feet forward, so from you, it's 25 feet.
What
Across-
happened to the people who failed, by the way?
They are frightened.
Scared.
Across
skirt.
the shit creek, I'd imagine.
It's more like in the center of it.
Okay.
And it's a large creature, which kind of takes up most of Shit Creek.
Let's see. So Amelia's going to reach into her pouch on her hip,
Yeah.
and she's going to pull out an eye of a newt, and you see her kind of crush it, and then she reels back and throws her hands out towards the manta as she casts Hex.
Ooh.
And then
Hexed.
Such flavor.
And then in the same motion with that same hand, she's going to reach down and pull her book out of her harness, and she just like kind of lets it fall open right to the page where she needs it, and she's going to use her staff to point at it and send a firebolt towards it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Hexable.
Hexabolt.
Hexed.
Also known as the
Not
I like that.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, so that's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Pew pew pew.
We're sort of firing firebolts into the darkness.
So 12, 17 fire damage and 4 necrotic damage.
And 4 necrotic.
Yep.
17. Just check one thing. Getting good. Word. And then anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Top of the round, Rain.
So what does frighten mean? I can only use my turn to run, pretty much.
No,
You just can't move anywhere forward to it.
Oh.
And your
Frightening
attacks
has
have
disadvantage on
disadvantage.
ability checks and rolls. The source of fear is in line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to it.
Okay, so I can like still shoot it.
Just at disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean it would be a disadvantage anyway because of the distance I'm at. If I can't move closer to it. So yeah, fuck it. I'll just shoot it at disadvantage, I suppose.
Got it.
Crit fail.
Oh no.
Yep. Could have been a 19, but instead it was a 1.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wouldn't be the first time you shot me.
Won't be the
Won't
last.
be the last.
Roll a d100, please.
Alright.
Listen. Oh, wait. No.
What?
I got it.
Oh, okay.
I forgot.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Yep.
Fumble cards.
Fumble
whatever.
cards.
Critical fail deck. Critical fail deck. Critical fail.
I like it.
Good.
But it's
Deck of
all
many
bad.
bad things.
Your dad takes away your motorcycle
You would use the
for
one
a
for
whole
piercing
week.
damage.
I know, that's the worst crit fail
the
ever.
arrow.
No monster energy
So
drink.
as you ready your shot, you feel an odd twinge in your arm, and you feel a cramp just sink in. Possibly from the fear, just your whole body kind of reeling from it. The next attack you
I
take,
got a fear cramp.
the next attack you take is a 1d4 penalty.
So just I roll 1d4 and subtract it
subtract
Subtract it from the d20
from
From your hit.
from your attack.
attack. Okay, got it.
Word.
All right.
like it.
Well, that's not the worst.
No.
Could be much worse.
It's better
Could
than a
be
fear
worse.
boner.
Do you get to roll to break your fear at all? Or is it just
Oh
scary?
yeah. Can I now that it's my turn, roll any kind of save to get out of my
Well, let's see.
state of being frightened?
It's just till the end of the cloaker's next turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, at that point, we're up to Grimtuck, unless you're doing anything else. Rain.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna move further away, and I can't move towards it. And I took my attack. I suppose I could use my bonus action to hide, but I'm assuming there's nothing really to hide behind where I'm at. So,
Not unless you go around the corner.
yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Brings it to Grimtuck's turn.
It's like 25 feet away, huh?
Yes.
I can't hit it with an axe from there.
No.
I don't want to lose my rage either. So I'll just throw a normal javelin. Throw 2 normal javelins at it. Let it know who's boss. With disadvantage. That's right.
Yes, please. Both of them.
Yep.
But you can reckless to negate it.
Only with a melee attack.
Oh.
Not ranged. That's okay. I hit to 18 on the first one.
Hits.
And I'll throw the second one and just do the damage all at once. That's a critical fail on the second one.
Yes!
So let's do the damage for the first one. Woo!
Yeah, why did you put the cards back in the case?
6, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the first one.
Okay. And the second one.
And the second
Now it's
one.
piercing damage,
Yep.
effectively. As you look at it, that fear that resonated in your being makes you shudder, and you have now are concerned about making another attack, as you fear that if you don't take it out now, it's going to attack you. So you now have disadvantage on attack rolls until you successfully hit.
It's fine. Sounds good. This thing's
That's
fucking
creative.
creepy.
I like that.
I like it.
I just hate this thing.
That deck is cool.
It is.
So many weird things.
I dig it, man.
Brings it to Metolius' turn.
Oh wait, do I get to roll? Wait, no, never mind. It's end of its next turn. That's
Yeah.
right. It doesn't change my disadvantage, but I can negate that.
I believe the spell said I have to use my action to move it.
Actually, sorry, Metolius. 1 second. Grimtuck, in the process of you kind of keeping yourself on your feet in front of this, even though you're terrified, you feel that odd twinge of something moving in your pack. once again.
Oh, creepy. Everything in here is getting weird.
Okay, Metolius, it's your turn.
Don't send your bird people down here anymore. Your sewer's haunted. It's fucked up. Manta rays.
The creature, the manta ray creature is how high in the air?
High in the air, I'd say 10, 15 at most above the water.
Okay, so I can't like run up to it and hit it with a sword. Really, it seems
From the water, you could at least hit
like
it.
if I was in the water.
No, if you're on the edge right next to it, you could swing at it. It's a large creature. And the water's recessed from like flat with the.
Yeah, I think I'll just pull the moonbeam forward 60 feet
Okay.
and just burn him
Okay.
on its turn.
On its turn. Got it.
And you said the crawler had run to the opposite corner where we haven't jumped across. Is that
No.
correct?
Yeah, it's on the opposite side from where you guys are standing, trying to get away.
I will jump across
Okay.
and draw my sword and confront the creature.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be.
My action was to move the moonbeam,
Sure,
so I can't
sure,
make
sure.
any attacks. But I will move to I'll put myself in melee combat with it.
Okay. In front of it, basically.
Yeah, like
Blocking its way.
yeah.
Got it. Speaking of,
Come and get me.
it's gonna try. As you now put yourself in its path to stop it from leaving, it now rears up this large, bulbous-bodied worm. Does anything in its power to try to get away from this creature, and in its turn, what it does is it makes 2 attacks at you.
Okay.
So the first one, the odd tentacles upon its face lash out at you and try to whip you.
Okay.
Which, with a 12, doesn't hit.
Correct.
And then, as it misses that, it kind of lands on all of its little spindly feet, rushes forward, and tries to bite at you. And that one being a 13 doesn't hit you either.
Nope.
As it just slams against your shield, dealing no damage and pushing you back, not at all, leaving its turn over, though its fear stays. Bringing it to the creature's, the big bad's turn, meaning it rolls a Constitution saving throw.
Correct.
Correct. And DC what?
16.
Misses. How much damage does it do?
9 points of radiant damage.
Once again, it screams as it burns in this almost fairy fire around it. You see just this white fire alight upon its black, slick form.
Yeah.
But as it does that, it now almost just ravaged and crazed. It rushes forward towards Grimtuck.
Bring it. I mean, fuck! This thing's terrifying.
Only for a little while longer. And it'll be.
As
Only
it
for like
rushes
6 more
forward,
seconds.
I don't know if he's ever fought an aberration
as you
before.
as you see its wings kind of fly out and start to grasp around you, it tries to hit you for a 23.
That hits?
That does hit. And that's... That is 9 points of piercing damage, halved, so 4.
Mm-hmm.
And as that happens, the creature just completely wraps around your head.
Oh, jeez.
You see Grimtuck's face and just slight bit of upper torso. Almost like a plastic bag over his face. You see it suck in. You no longer can see or breathe.
There's. What size are they?
They're large.
Oh, okay. No, large is big. That's like an ogre.
Yeah.
So he's completely wrapped up, like his whole body, right?
Unless it's just a part of it wrapping up a part of me.
It specifically is only a part of it. Wrapping.
Oh.
It says it wraps
Oh, I see.
its head. Okay.
It's like that wing.
It's like
Yeah, it's hugging him real hard on the face.
Got it.
But then you see its bony protrusion of a tail whip back and try to swing in and catch into Grimtuck's side.
Getting all the love.
Bring it.
I'm guessing 12 does not hit you.
Oh no.
Not even attached. You're able to kind of like flail as you're in just your fear state. You're just flailing back and forth. Its tail whips wildly but misses you.
I imagine there's not a whole lot of dignity to that flailing. It's
Oh, no.
very much
you
a
don't
panicked.
You don't look great.
Yeah, I don't look cool.
No.
No.
But you all hear this muffled just scream coming from inside the creature's wing. At that moment, Elduin, it is your turn.
I would like to shoot at it with an arrow.
Okay.
So close to it. All right. It definitely hits. 24.
Definitely does.
Yep. Cool. 22 points of magical piercing damage, 1 point of frost.
So, effectively 23 points altogether.
Yep.
Okay, so as your arrow flies out and catches into the creature screams and you feel its grip loosen, but as it does, you feel a sharp ache and pain as the arrow pierces by your head and just cuts into your face, dealing 11 points of damage to you and 11 points to the creature. Though, as the creature releases its grasp, it flops and just splays out across the ground.
Is it dead?
It is dead.
Oh!
All right. And is the carrion creature still?
It is still running away. Metolius is standing in front of it.
I got
I'm gonna
shit
use
manta in my mouth.
my second attack to shoot at it.
Okay.
I fucking knew something shitty was gonna grab me.
That is a natural 1.
I love going into these cards. It's my favorite thing to do.
Uh-huh.
Make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, Elder.
I mean, that's the right stat for me.
It's +4 if you're within 10 feet.
Just a dex saving throw. +4?
Yeah.
27.
Jesus. You see, as you fire that second arrow towards the carrion crawler, it catches one of the outcropping stones on the wall and bounces straight back, almost catching you right in the eye, but you're able to dodge out of the way as it flies wide from you, dealing no damage, but narrowly missing your face.
Fair point. Fair point.
It's the moneymaker.
Sometimes
So.
the rubber arrows don't work so good.
Sometimes they work too good.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you're doing, sir?
Yeah, Finn.
Finn. Amelia, it's your turn.
How far from Amelia is the carrion crawler?
20-ish feet, give or take, with the jump across plus a little bit of ways. Not very.
And does it have its back turned towards me because
I would say
Metolius is in front of it?
effectively, yeah.
Amelia is going to take her hand with the smear on the inside of it and point it towards the carrion crawler and move her hex to it.
Okay.
And then take a running leap and leap across the gap.
Athletics check.
A 17.
You make it just fine.
And she runs up and takes her staff and just tries to bash it in the back of the head.
Okay.
Or whatever the closest equivalent to its head would be.
Word. Bash it away.
27 to hit.
27 hits.
And she's doing this two-handed.
Okay.
For 7 bludgeoning damage and then 5 necrotic damage.
Yeah. You take your staff and you just slam it into the creature's bulbous back. As it does, again, another wound just opens up and more of that viscous liquid just keeps pouring out of this odd balloon-like maggot. And it screeches as more of its body just kind of falters. It's still standing though, but barely.
That's what I got.
That's what you got. Top of the round. Rain. You are no longer scared.
Excellent. Wait, but the manta ray is dead?
Dead.
And the only thing left is the carrion crawler.
The gross thing, yeah.
And it's running away.
Effectively.
No, it's
though,
caught between two people.
yeah, it's now stuck
okay, but
between
it's like okay.
Amelia and
Got it. How far
Metolius.
away from I can't word things. How far away from it?
English is hard.
English.
It is.
Again, if you were even farther behind the group, so it's 15 feet away, probably at most.
Oh, okay. I thought I was like further away from
No,
it.
because
Okay.
you ran behind the whole group at the end of that,
Oh, I see.
and
okay.
it's trying to get away
I got
around
it.
the other side. So yeah,
I
you're-
see. I thought it ran in the other direction. Okay. Well, in that case,
it did effectively, but it's still like it didn't make it around the corner. Just so you know where it was.
okay.
And both two party members of yours are within 5 feet.
All right. Well, then I will. I guess I'll just shoot it with my crossbow. For a 24.
24 hits.
And then sneak attack.
There you go.
Put this maggot down.
I'm about to.
I assume it's not looking good.
Oh no. Oh no.
There's a lot of.
It wasn't looking good when it got out of the water. It's not looking good now.
17, 18, 19, 24, 28 damage.
28 damage.
Y'all are covered in maggot juice.
Yeah, it basically pops like a balloon as Rain's bolt catches the side, and everyone is just nicely. Metolius, Amelia, both are splashed by the gross.
Hopefully my shield caught a good amount of it.
Some of it got in your mouth.
I would say roll a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use luck.
Perfect use of that skill.
Much better. 15.
15. You're able to block a lot.
That's right.
Amelia,
Truly a lucky thing.
Yep.
as you all find the quiet
poop in my
once again
mouth.
comes to this area, you find yourself in a relatively large hub where there are. You look down the southern portion, which is a short path.
Worth it.
You see to the west there are two, and again there's one to the north. But there's this odd meeting point among all of the outlying slewways of this. And as it is, now that these creatures are no longer with you, you just hear the kind of burbling of the lake, of the water itself.
Grimtuck, while coughing, a bunch is gonna go get his lightning javelin back.
Okay.
Down the hallway.
So after Metolius and Amelia get splattered with crawler goo,
Yeah.
you see Amelia's form just shift back into her normal form, and she turns around and looks at Rain and says, "Thank you." And then she shifts back again, back into that same form, so her clothes are clean.
Also, I'd like everyone to roll me a DC 15 wisdom check, please.
DC 15 wisdom check, you said?
Yes.
Am I
Alright.
standing next
Saving
to you?
throw or check?
Saving throw.
Still with your bonus?
Saving
Am I
throw.
standing
Saving
next to
throw?
Metolius?
Only saving throw for Amelia, effectively, correct? How far does your thing reach? This is like the second the fight's over, so you two
Okay.
are on the other side.
Alright, got it.
Oh,
So,
Grimtuck fails that.
but it is a saving throw, but
It is a saving
okay.
throw.
Fails
So
that one.
Amelia gets it.
So
Amelia gets it.
plus
Okay.
4, right?
Yeah, plus 4.
Rain passes with a 17.
Okay.
I'm gonna use luck.
Elduin does not.
Yeah, neither does Grimtuck.
I got a 7.
I got
I'm
6.
guessing 7 does not pass.
No.
23 for wisdom saving throw.
And Amelia?
Amelia rolled a natural 20, making it a 28.
Oh shit. Okay.
Damn!
Okay.
You're so wise.
And
Who made it?
I made it.
everyone but Elduin and Grimtuck made it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait, does Teak have to roll?
Sure.
And we don't know what this means, just
Oh.
Teak failed.
just an okay from the DM.
Yep.
Alright.
Roll a d20 for me.
After the wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Me too, or?
No.
Oh.
5. I'm assuming there's no modifiers, so.
Just a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this actually works for a bird.
Technically, it's
He
Faye, if that matters.
just burst into a cloud of feathers.
Yeah.
Not summoning him in this campaign. he dies within half an episode every time.
It basically does. No, it doesn't die. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Let me rephrase this. For what it is worth, it kind of works for what I'm doing. I will not explain what it is. You guys don't need to know. And so Teak, shut up. Teak rolled a 5. Got it.
I second Rain.
Yeah. Okay, so you once again find yourself now in a much quieter location, though as you're all standing around, the sounds of this echoing screech you hear just, no! Stop, no!
In common?
Seemingly.
From what direction?
From west.
You should book it.
We go. I'm going to...
As soon as it happens, it seems to be snuffed out. Like, whatever that sound is seems to be stopped.
Womp womp.
Amelia and Metolius are already on the west side, right, of the canal?
Yep.
Do I
I
know?
just look at Metolius and start running.
I would probably like,
Fall in line.
yeah, like
Yep.
up the wall, across the ceiling.
I'll do my.
to-
I'm behind everybody, but I'm sure I can catch up.
So, two things. One, do I notice anything weird about Teak?
At the moment?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Second, I'm going to start running, but I'm also going to use second wind.
The second you start running, Teak seemingly lands on your shoulder and kind of pulls the side of your ear like, don't go that way.
I'm going to ask him why. Telepathically.
How well can you respond? I always forget that.
Well, he's not smart. He has... His intelligence is 2.
Danger is what you get back. Fear. Death. Those are like the kind of thoughts you get from Teak in that.
Danger,
crossbow.
fear,
I'm
and
going to dismiss him to a pocket dimension.
Done.
death. Well, damn.
He's gone.
After what I'm gonna be like, it'll be okay.
Got it.
Okay, and there I go.
Okay.
I admire your. I admire that.
So as you start to rush forward, Amelia and Metolius leading the pack. Out of that, what do we have for a marching order?
I would say that I'd probably be right behind Amelia and Metolius because I would like when I saw them book it, I would like because I was on the other side of the
Yep.
sludge, so I would like go up the wall and across the ceiling to like get behind them in marching order.
Even at a distance, I will say from as you hear it, it sounds so far off. This echo. It sounds weird, but you hear it.
As we run, can Amelia tell how far down it is before there's another like corridor or turn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or...
I mean, you have light going on your thing, so you can see.
It only goes out to 40 feet.
Sure,
It's
but
20
then,
dim, 20 bright.
So, with that and your dark vision, you notice that across the way there's an expanse and a kind of pool that seemingly starts to whirlpool in the very dead center in a wide breadth of this kind of amalgam of sewage. And then on the opposite side, it seems to go northwise in a much longer path that kind of goes out of your sight. But then from the western side, quite a ways down, there seems to be another branching path to the south. And then just at the edge of your vision, just barely, where you can see there's one to the west.
I basically want to kill the light before we get to a place where it would start to pour out into any other corridors than the one we're already in.
Okay, I would say after 5 minutes of rushing down and getting further and
that
further.
far.
Yeah, it's again we're once again into the main corridor, which is quite a distance. But after about 5 minutes, you see at the very edge, you see 2 offshoots that you could be worried that something.
Yeah,
is
Amelia kills the light.
snuffed.
Okay. During that 5 minutes, I'm going to use second wind.
Okay.
And I already rolled. I recover 15 points. Heal for 15. And then
Okay.
while running, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have like a moment of like, probably shouldn't have done that. I'm going to reappear Teak and go, big danger, small danger. He's like on my
he
shoulder or
doesn't
something.
even really. He doesn't know. He just danger is kind of all it. And he seems now that he's back frazzled.
Frazzled. Okay.
And Grimtuck eventually, if it is 5 minutes, I could overtake them eventually to get
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of the pack.
Okay, so you make it to the front.
How are you looking?
Golden.
How are you looking?
Triple digits, dog.
I'm good now after my second wind.
Okay. How short are you? Just curious.
Like 5'4".
I believe
5'5".
I am 6 points. Yeah, I'm 6 points down from max.
I'll give you 6 from my lay on hands.
I dig it. Thank you.
Once you all make it a little farther down, 5 minutes in, you find another cross point where you have a choice of either southern or western exit. You've well passed the northern point as you continue west. At this point, I'd like you all to roll a perception check. And
I'm gonna roll for Teak as well.
Hearing?
yeah, hearing once again.
14 for Elduin and 16 for Teak.
14 for Elduin, 16 for Teak.
14 for Metolius.
Amelia got a 21.
Ooh, I got 16.
Oh.
Word. And of course, I ask for a roll right as soon as Rain is out of the room. So, hey,
She got a wisdom perception. She got 6.
6. So,
0 modifier.
once again, Teak and Elduin. 14.
16 for Teak, 14 for Elduin.
Got it.
14.
14.
21.
16.
So everyone but Rain. All notice that
Sorry.
down the southern path from where you're standing, it seems to the sound of running water seems to end, as though maybe this is another offshoot path. And you also see it on the map. You notice that it's a dead end, and no sound seemed to come. On the other hand, westward, forward still, there seems to be the sound of lapping waves. The sound of the ocean seems to now permeate into the undercarriage of whatever this is. This like sewage area. Everyone but you, Rain, because we had Grimtech roll for you, heard.
Great perception, by the
Yeah,
way.
you rolled
Oh,
a
got
6.
it.
Terrible.
And heard nothing basically. Everyone else heard the sound of the ocean coming from the west.
The sound of the ocean? Okay.
Sound of waves, sound of moving water, while the southern portion seemed to be a dead end from what the sound was.
Westward then.
Yep.
How many points down are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Not that many. I'm still in the triple digits.
Sure.
So, yeah, don't worry
I can
about
top you off.
me. No, I'm good.
Alright.
You can top me off.
At this point, too,
Got the lay on hands.
as you continue to move forward, you have to jump across. I would like everyone to make one solid athletics check.
Wait, we said we are moving towards the ocean?
It seems
That's
seems to be-
awesome. Does it smell better in here?
Athletics?
Now that we're moving towards fresh air?
It's more like a salty, shitty mix.
God damn.
This was athletics?
Yeah.
Shit salt.
19.
9 for Rain.
14.
Amelia got a 23.
20.
Damn, Amelia.
14.
I would say the collective amount of a jump allows Rain to not slip into the shit. As you all jump across, it's not that far, and it's also a much shorter distance than most. Like, you're not looking at a very long... I know you want it.
No, I'm just saying, I got a shit man to face wrap, and so...
It's good for the pores.
Yeah, it is. So,
Especially on orc.
just want to share the love.
Yeah. You continue forward. You even now see a slight bit of light kind of poking through at the very far western exit of this. This continues forward. You see to your northwise there's another long hallway down, but on the map it looks like another dead end. Though continuing west, you get to what is noted on the map as the wharf. And there's a bit of light, dancing light, almost like firelight, torches maybe, just at the edge of your vision from when you're moving. You also catch a glimpse of what looks to be maybe the moon on the water, way ahead. But again, it's hard. It's almost obscured by a lot of solid beams. Maybe the undercarriage of the wharf itself or something else, but it's weird. There's now this dancing light. There's even, as you're kind of looking down, just barely can tell there's movement.
Those are called pylons, by the way.
Thank you. I do not need to construct additional ones, though.
I mean, maybe the people at War Beach need to, though.
Maybe. Not right now, though.
Okay.
They're good for now.
Alright.
Thank you. And again, in front of you, on these pylons, a firelight dances, and between them, the moon kind of shines across the ocean waves.
Spooky.
You now see moving water. You now see the lapping ocean. But then, between this all, dark forms seem to move between the pylons.
So, is there like a grate that is blocking us from outside, or is it just open? But
It
then
seems-
there's pylons under what maybe a dock.
Open. It almost looks like maybe at one point. Roll a perception check. As you're just sight-based.
12.
It looks like as you continue a little forward, ahead of you, looks like there may have been a grate at some point, but it had been removed quite a while ago. Pieces of rusted metal sit within the stone.
Grimtuck is gonna.
Already killed the light.
Yeah, Grimtuck is gonna slow to a halt and then attempt to stealth forward.
Okay.
Since I'm in the lead.
So this is probably about still a good 100 feet off, but with the addition of the light from whatever this is, as well as from the moonlight, you're able to see ahead of you as you leave the sewers dark around you. As you're standing there, I'd like you all to roll one more listen check.
Listen check.
Listen check.
Okay, 23.
14 for Rain.
22 for Metolius.
Oh wait, no, mine's 22.
22 for Elduin, and
22.
forget about it from Teak.
Forget
Yeah.
about it.
Amelia got a
about it.
7.
7.
Would we also need to be rolling stealth checks if we were trying to stealth in?
If you are trying to stealth in, but at this moment, most of you hear this odd, low, guttural utterance. It sounds like a language, but I don't know if any of you would speak it. What is everyone's languages, just in case?
Oh, you know mine.
I know yours. What you got?
Oh crap! What am I?
Common, Elvish, Orc, Sylvan.
Nope.
Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Infernal.
Ooh,
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Draconic.
cool. Obviously, only what you need. Anything exotic that would fit into this. The sound is bubbly, almost burbling, like the sound of a running stream.
Is it close or far?
Far. Coming from ahead of you. The sound is odd. A lot of clicks, a lot of pops, a lot of guttural. As it does. And then almost a call and response.
Yeah, we're definitely stealthing towards that.
Mm-hmm. Stealthy.
Because that sounds creepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dismiss Teak.
Dismisses Suck it, bro. I can do it too.
Yeah.
You go in the pocket dimension. I'm over it.
The student has become the master.
You go in the Pokeball this time.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, but I've been hanging out with all the shit you get rid of with prestidigitation. Not cool.
But there is a pinball machine in there, and it's pretty tight. So there's that.
That was the very first thing you learned how to press digitate.
Yeah.
You didn't think it worked, but then it was gone.
Gone.
Yep.
Wouldn't give him the jackpot.
Sorry. What am I rolling?
What?
What am I rolling? I have my die in my hand, and we were told to roll
Stealth.
something of it. There we go. That's the one.
Are we all rolling still?
If you're trying to stealth, you're rolling
I'm
stealth.
I haven't done
Alright.
that.
Even Grimduck's rolling stealth, so. Okay, let's just slowly go around the table. Oh no, that ain't good.
No, it's very good.
Oh, good, okay.
Not 20.
Oh!
Which total makes it a 32.
So rain just disappears.
Just so you
Like,
know.
even to you guys.
Maybe if we're lucky, we'll cancel out my natural 1.
Oh yeah, right? There you go, right? They cancel each other out.
Oh man.
They cancel each other out, right?
Yeah, DM. It's a group skill check
Yes.
that I fail.
What if I told you
Wait,
I also had a natural 20?
Oh.
What if I told you I did as well?
What?
Are you fucking kidding? Okay, yeah, no, that definitely cancels out. Shit, guys.
Whoa.
Well done.
What are the chances?
That's crazy.
You all of you fucking like invisible people notice Grimtuck almost step and fall and make noise, but you catch him and then just hold him aloft, so he makes no noise.
It's like he's about to make noise,
No.
and then he hears 3 people just go shh.
Oh God.
Just puts both hands over his own mouth.
I will say 1 nat 20, maybe not 3 nat 20s. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit, guys! Wow. Okay, let's
Awesome.
continue.
For the record, I rolled a 15.
Good. Good.
For posterity.
Fuck.
I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
No.
Okay. Let me 1 sec.
Anyways.
Pulling it back.
So high
Okay.
on these nat 20s.
Got the vapors. So yeah, as you move forward, the light becomes a little more apparent. This guttural sounds grow in volume. And then you notice those forms moving around seem to be wrapped in what you can tell normal clothing. Your basic peasant robes, all standing there, and then in front of them looks to be what seems like a well-dressed, like noble of some kind. And he stands high on this kind of platform in front of these 4 peasant-looking people. But again, then you stop for a moment and listen, and you hear that same and then a response in the same sound, almost like a call and response, almost like a prayer. And as he does, he holds up this large, gleaming dagger, and then his arm reaches out, and behind him you notice 4 other shapes shifting, all of them attached to the pylons, writhing under chains, and then you hear that same echoing scream, "No! Don't!" coming out of one of the mouths of the creatures. Though you're close enough to hear it, it seems too far off.
Question.
Answer.
Is it the exact same scream that we heard previously, as if it was potentially a almost recording?
It is. Yes, it is.
And since I rolled a natural 20 last game on identifying Kenku,
Sure.
probably a safe assumption that
would
I would
say.
know that that's the Kenku.
It's hard to tell from this distance, but the way the utterance had happened, though the creature is covered in a lot of robes, and all that's really shown from it is its beak, yes, that would be. I would say you could guess that the 4 figures, all of them similar in their look, all are Kenku, dangling from the pylons of these old, rusted shackles, held up, almost prostrate against the stone, and at their feet laps water as the ocean's current seems to kind of play underneath them.
Tide coming in.
It could be. It's definitely at their. It could be higher than it was. There does seem to be a bit of color variation on the pylons higher, so it could go higher. But again, the tide coming in will take.
No, that's fine. But I'm just curious if it looks like they're trying to, like, the tide comes in and then they drown, and that's, or.
I would
But
say you would.
since there's a knife, I'm gonna guess that that's not their plan.
As the noble kind of gestures at this creature, the one who's screaming right behind him seems to thrash wildly. And then he turns, and as he does, you see him wrench the creature's beak high up, and then plunge the knife deep into its throat, and drag it right across. Red liquid just pours down. and the chime of the other four join in this chorus of what you can only imagine to be glee, but in this odd, just guttural language that I don't believe any of you speak.
How many of them are there?
There's 5 effectively that you see.
And
There-
how many Kenku?
4.
So there's 9 individuals.
There's 9 individuals, 4 Kenku strapped to the pylons, 1 of this noble standing with a knife, and 4
lessers.
peasants standing around him, all responding in kind.
And everybody can see this happening this far out? Okay.
How close are we?
About 100 feet, he said.
About 100
thought we
feet.
were moving
Oh,
closer.
okay.
Can we tell
I
the
thought we were
race
closer.
of the non-shackled?
The noble looks relatively human. It's hard to tell because he's covered in a lot of clothing, and all the peasants and the lessers seem their backs are turned. You can't tell.
I see we group.
Yeah, absolutely.
As that happens, you notice a kind of, once again, a movement underneath the Kenku who just got their throat slit. And then the noble kind of takes a key and detaches the 2 shackles that hang the Kenku first, and the body just drops in. And as it does, the water underneath almost grows and encapsulates the bird and drags it under, and it's gone.
As this is happening, I'm going to kind of signal to the group.
Sure.
And just kind of be like, moving forward, are we
Oh, yeah. Grimtuck.
should I just...
Yeah, Grimtuck
Okay.
is absolutely doing the thumb
if it's-
across the throat.
Yeah.
Metolius will point at Eldwin and Rain.
If I can,
make
continue
an
with
arrow-
my
make an
natural
arrow.
20 stealth check, to the point where I am within 30 feet, question mark.
And Grimtuck
DM,
would wait.
I would love to do that and then try to shoot the noble in the face.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm going to try to time a shot to correlate with the face shot.
And we are gonna.
Dead sprint the
Charge.
second.
Yep.
I just want to
Avengers
sneaky
style.
sneaky. And maybe actually try to assassinate someone, please. Because it's kind of my deal.
So as the Kenku, as you're about to do this, as the Kenku falls in, you see 2 of the creatures on either side raise up this giant battle axe that looks very out of place for these commoners to hold, and they just start to cheer in place.
As they start to cheer, Amelia kind of taps her staff on the ground and expends a charge to cast Comprehend Languages.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Now DM's got to think of dialogue.
No. As you cast your spell, you hear the callback now. The response. It's praise to him, the one who sleeps. May his glory encompass the world. Praise to him, the one who sleeps. May his light shine upon us. Praise to him, the one who sleeps. May darkness take us all. And then you see the noble kind of turn and say, yes, praise him as these sacrifices feed our Lord.
And then an arrow goes through his face.
And an arrow attacks him.
Alright, let's see.
So, over here.
You would have advantage if they don't know you're there.
I would definitely take that with a sharpshooter shot.
18?
18? To the noble, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it does hit.
Sweet. Not natural 20, but it definitely hits.
So, you would consider that a surprise attack, correct?
Yes.
So then, I get an automatic crit for assassinate. So that'll be 12 d6.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, right?
tight.
All of my damage die twice.
May I cast Shield of Faith on myself right now while they're making attacks?
Yeah.
That's the
gonna
whole deal. If
I'm
people
gonna-
aren't expecting it, I can kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're all doing stuff, then I'll rage.
Let's see.
Are we also like
12,
30 feet
16,
of her?
Within 30 feet of her.
21,
No, she moved up to 30 feet and went out from the group.
23.
I think you're all moving pretty
Yeah.
much in
Okay.
kind.
Cool.
As you do, you now see these creatures you now see the expanse of the
35,
pylons underneath
40,
the wharf.
41.
You see this kind of slight kind of beach underneath expand past, and you see that almost all of the pylons seem to have these rusted manacles attached. One or two of them still has a skeleton laid in them. The other, like, four of them, well, three of them now hold thrashing Kenku, and then around you notice that these creatures' feet sits just below water, their clothing soaking in this kind of seawater that laps at their heels. It's not high enough, though, to make it difficult terrain, just so everyone knows. Not at least as where they're standing.
51 damage.
Shit.
As your bolt flies at this creature, as he holds up the knife, and Amelia hears him praising the one who sleeps, praising the Lord who waits, the Lord who will bring upon. As bring upon is said, you see it catch him right in the side of the face, and a huge chunk just flies off as the bolt catches right in the jaw and just shatters. Holy fuck.
But wait, there's more.
Have you made your shot, sir?
I have not rolled my dice, my
I
damage
know.
dice. I hit.
He screams out in that same, like, guttural language. In this process, nothing happens yet because we're still in the moment.
Yeah. So 23, I assume, hits.
Yeah, definitely is.
Do you care about damage type?
Maybe.
25 total damage.
Of what kind?
So it's all magical piercing except for 4 frost.
Regular damage?
Yeah, all piercing.
Extreme piercings.
All magical piercing, how much?
25 total. 4 of it is frost.
Okay. While Elduin's arrow flies and catches him right in the chest, you see the frost, the icicles just appear around the wound, and he grabs at it and snaps it off
Oh shit.
as he does. At that point, you cast Shield of Faith,
on myself.
you rage.
Yep.
Amelia, are you doing anything else other than comprehend language, which was awesome? Thank you.
I don't think so.
Word. At that point,
My hex is active for 24 hours, as long as I maintain concentration.
we roll fucking initiative, people.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
As you hear the utterance of the creature, Amelia, in that the term effectively counts as interlopers, but it's not exactly that. You know what I mean? Rain,
16.
Grimtuck,
22.
Amelia,
21.
Whew. Nice.
Another natural 20.
Nice.
Tullius,
11.
Elduin.
23.
Oh! God damn it. I got a 19 on that one. I thought I was slick. Thought I was slick.
As what looks to be the noble screams out interlopers, you hear, "Get them." You see the 4 commoners form, grow, and expand, and their clothing tears as long, lanky, webbed arms pour out from below the tattered clothing, long claws, and their heads kind of peel forward. Okay, Elduin.
Go forward and.
Grow. You can't. They're still facing away from you.
Oh, I see. That's true.
Okay. I am going to pull out an arrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim it, and then I'm going to shoot it. So I'm going to shoot just one of the peons, one of the others.
Is the noble guy still up?
Oh yeah.
That's an 11.
11 to hit one of the peons?
Yeah.
Hits the peons.
All right. I'm going to...
Therefore, do you not care which one? One on the far left, far right, middle?
Let's do far left.
Got it.
And so I'm going to hit. I'm going to trigger Grasping Arrow. And so there's no save for you, but that's going to take some extra poison damage.
There's no
I'm hoping
save
is
for me.
irrelevant. Which I hope is a relevant damage type. But this is the first attack of my turn, so I do get the cross damage again. So that is 17 points of piercing damage, 1 point of frost damage, 9 points of poison damage, and the thing is covered in vines.
So 17, 9,
And 1.
and 1. And they're covered in vines.
And they're covered in vines.
That's
And
disgusting.
if they move, they take a bunch of damage, or they can use their action to try and rip them off,
Okay.
which is an athletics check. They last for a minute. And then I'm going to fire my second shot.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to go back at the big bad.
Big bad.
22.
22 hits.
21 points of magical piercing damage.
Jeez.
Okay.
Fucking nail driver.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Just again, another arrow flies connecting straight into his other lung. As he screeches out in pain, barely holding himself up anymore.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm just going to, go down on one knee as I'm, aiming,
Like Colin Kaepernick. Yeah.
No, not in prayer.
protest.
just in I'm an archer who's taking
Oh, okay.
aim at my target.
Cool guy archer pose.
Cool guy archer pose. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Lossy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I could.
I prefer Robin Hooding. No,
That's fine.
I am
Okay.
I am Legolas. That's true.
At the end of your turn, it's Grimtones.
Grimtuck, full run with the great sword, the Giant Slayer great sword,
Okay.
towards the big bad.
You would have to pass by almost all of the.
Oh, I thought he was closer to us than they were further
Big Bad's
back.
further back.
Oh, okay, I got it on the opposite.
Are we?
Or
I thought we were
that
100 feet away from.
No, we crept
No,
closer.
You got
Oh,
much far,
how
much
closer
closer.
were we when we started?
Effectively
30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys made it real close by
yeah.
the time Rain was fighting.
I at least
And
got
you-
I
in
would have
within 30 feet to not have
stayed
disadvantage.
a little further away.
That's fine. You can.
Say I'm 60 feet away.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't
Rain
know where
moved forward. You still shot from your 60-foot distance. Everyone else moved closer to Rain.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So I would be moving within the physical area of every other enemy before I got to the big bad.
Let me just double check.
Imagine running into it.
If you ran in, I would say you could run into the middle of them and only take the attack of opportunity from 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. It'd probably be best just to hold off and let you guys take care of the big guy. Whichever one is closest to me.
Make
I
the
will
vine
just
guy move
I will
to
just
get somebody.
beeline it towards them.
They're in a line. You could just go to the dead center one then.
Sounds
There's
good.
two there, left or right.
Let's go right.
Okay.
Let's go reckless attack, great weapon master with the great sword. Fuck these guys.
We are unloading right now. It's glorious.
Sharpshooter and Great Weapon Master is something else.
So let's do Giant Slayer Greatsword, which is. Let me see here. So
I'm
plus
surprised that
5, so 21 to hit.
That's okay, because I would have
21.
Mm-hmm.
bent it.
21 hits.
So that would be 2d6 plus 9 plus 10. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 25 magical damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And una mas. That one is 13 plus 10 minus 5. That would be 18 to hit on the second one.
18 hits.
Okay. 10 plus 6, 7, 8, 9 is 19. 29 damage on the second one.
Damn. So, after taking 2 huge hits, both left and right, this creature wheels around, and you see this hybrid of a fish-human creature, long clawed hands, gills on either side, bulbous eyes now just pushing out of its skull, its lips huge with gnarled teeth inside, and it looks at you with its milky white eyes, and just black blood starts to pour out of the wounds.
Still standing, huh? Tough bastard.
And there's 4 of these guys. Okay.
Alright, well, I will stand my ground. I got nothing else.
Amelia, what you got?
Amelia's going to take her hand with the smear across her palm and point it at the big guy and hex him.
Okay.
And then throw a firebolt his way.
Got it.
Oh man, remember Hexes?
Yes.
What does Hex do again?
Extra damage when you hit him.
Like anybody or just the person?
Just
who
me.
casts
Whoever
it?
you
Okay.
have.
Got it.
So that's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
But it stacks well. You get like bonus damage that goes up as you level.
19 fire damage and 5 necrotic.
Damn!
As the big bad starts to rush towards his next sacrifice, hoping to get his blade into the creature's throat, he raises his hand and your fireball flies out, catching him right in the back of the head. And you see this odd smoke emit, and you hear the audible as his eyes just explode out of the front of his head.
Cool.
As his whole frame just crumples. Now, the loose-fitting clothing upon him kind of peels off, and you see these odd, tendrily like hairs. You see purplish skin. You see just odd markings all over, but he kind of just sinks into the waves underneath, and now just floats on top.
How far away from anybody else is Amelia?
You would be, unless you didn't, I would say
I have not moved yet.
you're in the shit with effectively Metolius and Rain.
So-
Elduin's back, Grimtuck's forward.
Yeah.
You're in the middle.
I'm about 30 feet ahead of you guys. I
Are there
thought
any
30
enemies near me? Amelia would like to move in a straight line towards the body she just took out,
Okay.
avoiding any attacks of opportunity if possible.
That's not. You would still be in range
Yeah,
of
you're
2 because I
definitely-
tried to beeline it for him.
Yeah. They're almost a wall between you and that body.
Okay.
So you can go around them, but you'd have to make a wide breath.
How wide?
It would take probably 2 turns together.
I'll do it.
So your first 30 feet, or you could, no, you can't dash. So you take your first 30 feet and go a wide, as it kind of opens up, you take along the shoreline and you start rushing to the side and making it as far away from the creatures as possible. Well enough by this point. They'd have to run to you to get there.
That's what she's got.
That's what she's got. That means it is Rain, your turn.
Okay, so Big Bad is out.
That is out.
Fish food.
And I'm like 30-ish feet away from
The group.
yeah. Well, in that case, I will probably, I'm gonna use my bonus action, cunning action to dash.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna or wait, no, I can't dash and disengage my cunning action. Never mind. You are within 5 feet. Okay, well then I'll probably never mind. I'm just gonna shoot him then.
Okay.
Let's see.
We're gonna do a sweet power slide.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Or a cartwheel and then shoot.
18.
18 hits.
A no hands cartwheel.
Are you? So there are 2 options for already injured fellows. You have the one that Grimtuck took some chunks out of. You have the one that Elduin has wrapped in thorns, or you have 2 that have not been touched.
Which of those are within 5 feet of Grimtuck?
Would be the slashing
No,
one,
but
or
his
one of the
speed
ones
is
that
reduced by
isn't.
10 feet.
I guess I'll go for.
You just
One
go with the
that-
center, correct?
Oh yeah, I just went right up to the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah. I guess I'll go for the one that's already been hurt out of the 2 of them then.
Sure.
4 deeps.
Ooh,
11, 15.
good one. all the
30
deeps.
damage.
30 damage.
Yeah.
We're racking them up
Your
tonight.
bolt flies and catches the creature right in the side of the head. And as it does, you see, Grimtuck, you see the milky orbs just roll back as its tongue hangs out and it just crumbles into the waves.
We're
Excellent.
fucking cool guy squad tonight. For
The,
sure.
the A team.
Yeah.
Anything else, Ray? Moving, hiding.
No, I think I'm actually good right now.
Okay.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Elduin.
I'm just kidding, it's cross.
The bound creature begins to rush towards the hub of the group. The three, which would be Metolius, Amelia, and Ray. How much damage?
So if it's just moving, it just takes 2d6 slashing.
Okay. 2d6 slashing.
6 points of slashing.
Okay. It winces and screeches out in pain as the bindings kind of clench into him, but he still pulls forward, running away from the group. He kind of dives right in the middle of this trio, right in the center. As he does, he's now standing about 5 feet away from Amelia, Metolius, and Rain, and about 15 feet from Grimtuck. Effectively, if he ran up, still quite a ways away from Elduin. And then you see his arms go to the side and his jaw drop. And then he screeches. This terrible, horrible, no good, very bad scream as it echoes throughout the wharf, underneath the pylons, and you hear it echo down the hallway. I want you all, except for Elduin, to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
+4.
Fuck
for
these wisdom saving
Not
throws,
Grimtuck,
man.
but Amelia and Rain, you get +4.
Oh, red. 19 for Rain then.
Fucking 9. 9.
I'll use my last luck.
Yeah, dude, I can use some of that luck. Give me some of that
For
cocaine.
like ones on wisdom saves.
Yeah, dude.
I rolled another fucking one! Alright! Great. Well, I'm not doing anything.
You're not lucky.
Jesus.
I got a 1 also.
Rain.
Not, yeah, I can get 1, but I rolled shit.
And Amelia,
Amelia got an 8, or sorry, a 12.
12.
I got a 9.
Rain?
Oh, a 19.
So, Rain, you feel this scream kind of echo through your brain, but you're able to shake it off. While, as Grimtuck, you raise your sword, you can't seem to move your arms. Amelia, you bring about your staff ready to swing your hand again, and you can't seem to move your hand. And Metolius, as you ready to attack this creature in front of you, you're struck still. All three of you, your bodies no longer move under their own volition.
Are they frozen or just are moving against?
You're all stunned.
Okay.
Oh,
Stunned. Okay, not paralyzed.
that's bad.
That is bad.
It's really bad.
That super
Not
sucks.
Snug good.
I'm out front. Good thing I'm still raging.
And it's like crits.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's an advantage.
They had
It's
a
not
bit.
crits.
No, it's not Chris.
Paralyzed is.
Yeah,
it's on
it's just stunned. Let's
Yeah, I was good. Paralyzed.
They already had
versus
advantage
stunned,
on
right?
hitting me anyways.
Yeah.
Now
So-
it's double advantage.
double advantage. What that does end its turn, bringing it to the creature to the right of Grimtuck, who is going to take its first swings upon you.
Fuck yeah, let them come.
Okay. So first, its long, fish-like mouth with jagged teeth opens wide and starts to nom towards you. That's the technical term, by the way. Nomming. It's technical. 16 does not hit, correct?
No. Question. And again, I'm not trying to shoot myself in the foot here, but part of my AC is my Dex mod. Do I still get that when I'm stunned?
Stun creatures are incapacitated. Incapacitated creatures can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah, you still get it.
Yeah, you still get it.
Okay.
Are you talking your like on your unarmored defense?
Yeah.
I mean, like every armor is like X plus Dex.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think you're fine.
Then
Bar-
yeah, that does not hit.
Barbarians have magic pecs.
Yeah.
That's just.
It's just
I
your
range
muscles
flex.
being super, super, super taut.
Tight. All right. Well, then that does not hit me.
Tight
Twite.
indeed.
Just double checking.
Then the creature reels back with its two long, gangly claws and slashes down upon you. That would be the first one is a 23.
That hits.
Second is... It's cocked. Doesn't hit. So, effectively, it really only gets off 7 points of damage, which rounded down to 3, because you are raging.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing it to the other creature on the far left that did not deal any...
Bring it.
Well, it's going to rush away from you and run straight to the group of people who are no longer moving.
Fair.
With that, I would say the marching order was Grimtuck, Metolius, Rain, Elduin in the back, Amelia. So Metolius would be the one up front, so it's going to go for you, sir.
Okay.
Its fishy lips with its sharp teeth open wide. Yeah, it's disgusting. That is 17 to hit.
Nope.
Second. Oh, actually, that would be the advantage for that one. So the 17 did not take it. The slashing claws. It's 20.
Nope.
And my God, not 20.
She'll
So
fade.
just as it tries to bite upon you, it just never finds purchase. One against your breastplate, one against your shield, the bite coming down on your shoulders, but nothing pierces the armor around you.
The lady doth protect me.
Damn.
He just ran up and started chewing on my shield. Super weird.
At the end of its turn, it becomes Metolius' turn, but stun stays into effect at the end of their next turn.
My next turn?
No,
The creature's next turn.
the creature's next turn.
What? The end of their next turn.
Yeah, that's normally how it works.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
So you see this creature
I guess I give
thrashing.
first to attack.
The creature thrashing towards you, ready to attack, but you're unable to make an action towards it. As this all begins, from the water, the body of the Kenku flies out and crashes against the stone. And then two see-through forms, humanoid in nature, but lacking a lower half, just a pillar of water with 2 arms and what seems to be the moat of a face, kind of rise from the ground. One first pulls the noble into the waves and the body disappears. And then the second braces and both of them start to rush forward to the group. First one goes for Amelia.
Sure am.
Sure am.
Rain, you're not stunned, right?
I'm not stunned.
Okay,
No.
cool. Hey, non-stunned buddies. We air 5'd.
Yep.
It was nice.
So this creature whips out 2 of its liquid arms as it tries to slam them into your stunned body.
Wait, this thing is humanoid in shape? It's like
As-
humanoid-y tentacle?
Water.
It's more like a water creature.
Okay, cool. Water, ameboid shape.
Yes. 14 to hit.
Nope.
Water temple status.
Yeah, right. Got some puzzles to solve in a second.
We're gonna be here a while.
We're gonna
Get ready
be
to hold
here
your
a while.
breath.
Hold your breath. No, I'm kidding. Hold your breath.
Second. It's a little better. That one would be that one's a 26.
Yeah, that is.
That'll do, pig.
The first swings wide as it almost animalistically thrashes towards you. The second, seeing its error, fixes it and swings in with a large slamming arm, dealing 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
The second rushes towards you, Grimtuck,
Please do.
and
I thought one pulled the body away, so there was a
that was
third.
just 2 of them. The one that attacked Amelia, like, basically just the body away as it
okay.
appeared, and then just rushed forward in an attack.
I see.
Okay. The first attack is 26 to hit. The second is 10.
First one hits.
As it rushes forward to you, it slams in with a 10 points, so 5 points of bludgeoning damage. The second attack splashes over you, doing no points of damage. Leading it to top of the round and Eldon.
So,
Kill the guys that scream, please God.
so there's there's 3 screamers left
Yep.
and 2 Ameboid water bros.
So this is the screamers. This is Ameboid water bros.
Okay. Great.
Could that be the episode title, please?
All right.
please.
I'm going to aim an arrow at one of the screamers that did not do the scream.
Okay, which there's one that's attacking Grimtuck, and
Screaming,
there's
no
one that's
screaming.
there's one that's attacking Metolius.
The ones that have yet to scream.
And then there's your wrapped up boy, kind of dead center among all of this chaos.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He's wrapped.
Those who scream.
Those who scream.
Yeah, no, I'll aim
scrim loud.
at the one who is at Grimtuck.
Okay.
So they're screaming 50.
Sharpshooter, per usual. 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to trigger Banishing Arrow.
Okay.
I would like this thing to make a Charisma saving throw.
Got it. Obviously the best talent.
The most likable fish face monster things ever.
He rolled in that 20.
Did he really?
He's a lounge singer.
Okay.
It's weird. He's got other hobbies outside of being a cultist.
Okay. Well,
A fish called Wanda.
he
Look, be a lady tonight.
he takes 19 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
One of which is Frosty.
It's frosty. Stay frosty, my friends.
And then I'm going to shoot a second arrow
Got it.
at the same
Same person.
home bro.
Home bro.
Amelia
Same home bro.
burns somebody.
18.
There,
I assume 18 hits. That is 23 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, put in work.
Doing it.
Getting it.
That is
That guy's still standing, the one that I chopped up?
Oh yeah.
that is my turn.
You guys are durable.
This charismatic screamer.
Wait, no, the one that you chopped up got taken down by Ray. Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
the one that
yeah,
was
yeah.
to the other side that you didn't attack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
That didn't take any damage until right now, where it took a lot of damage.
Yep.
I used it last fight.
Graham,
we haven't
Tuck,
short rested.
you can't do nothing.
I'm just kicking it.
Your body once again holds in place. You
Believe me, I was
internally scream as you try to push forward.
At least I'm still raging. So
Yeah.
thanks to them for hitting me.
Yeah, Amelia, you do the same. Your body holds. You're unable to move. You see this thing standing in front of you. You brace for its attack, but you're unable to do anything. Great. It's your turn.
Can I tell if the frost damage did anything a little more effective than usual?
Roll a perception check.
Kiss of Frost.
4. So no, I
It
don't
doesn't seem to
know.
do anything other than attack.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna hope
Uh,
that frost damage does more because they're water creatures of some kind.
Good play. Good play.
And I'm gonna do something real dumb.
Ooh.
You guys are gonna love me for.
Hey, you should do brash things while we're frozen.
That's your tagline, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something real dumb.
Just hold my beer.
So
That is the title of Rain's spell.
I pull out the daggers from
Oh, yeah.
Enoch, and with the frost dagger being in my dominant hand. And I'm going to, with my water walking ring, run up the back of one of these things.
One of the...
One of the water creatures.
Water bro.
Amebro.
Ameboid water brew.
So, like,
Let's say either the one that's in front of Amelia or the one that's next to Grimton.
they're both within 5 feet of, like one's within 5 feet of Amelia, one's within 5 feet of Grimtuck.
Yep.
Okay, then let's say the Grimtuck one.
Okay.
And then I run up its back, and I attack with the frost dagger first.
Okay.
If I run up his back, I guess, am I flanking with Grimtuck or no because he's stunned?
I have to
Yeah.
be threatening it.
Yeah.
Right,
He's
okay,
not
cool.
threatening.
So then I don't get advantage, but I would still
You
get
get to
sneak
do a cool
attack.
thing.
You do get to do a cool thing. Do a cool thing.
Red, 25? Yeah. Or,
Yes, that is.
yeah, 25, okay. So then...
Pretty awesome range.
I still get
Running.
sneak attack because I have an ally within 5
fuck
feet,
yeah.
right?
Effect, yes, I would say you get.
Okay, got it. So then...
Because, yeah, it's not dictated between them harrying them. It's just ally within.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, so then... Alright. 1... Sorry, lots of dice.
Yeah,
18 piercing damage and 2 frost damage.
As you stab the creature with the frost dagger, it enters the creature's watery body, and then from that stab, you see ice form all across its back as it seems to move slower. So, one more time, 15.
Yeah, it was 15 piercing and then 2 frost.
Got it.
And then I'll use my bonus action to attack with the psychic dagger as well.
Got it.
Let's see. And I don't add to the damage, right? With the offhand attack. So it'll be a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh, cool. And then psychic. Oh, do I get sneak attack on that, or is it only once a turn?
Once.
It's your first attack.
Okay,
Hits.
cool.
Oh, it's your choice. You can.
Okay.
You can delay it to the second attack.
But it's only once a turn.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. So that'll be an extra 3. Yeah, 3 piercing and 3 psychic damage.
Got it.
So another 6.
Word. So yeah, you just wrench out. No gout of water shoots out as you rip the dagger out, like blood if it was a full-on bodied creature. That is the end of your turn, then?
Yeah. I use my bonus action to use my offhand attack. So
Okay.
I think that's all I can do.
Then,
Surfing on the back of this thing.
yeah,
Pretty neat, admittedly.
Pretty neat. It's pretty neat, right?
the wrapped creature is going to turn, roll for damage.
Oh,
Yeah, that's you. You got this.
I was like, it's not my turn. 7 points of slashing.
Okay. As he rushes forward, he
Yeah, it is that.
He runs up upon Metolius, who is already being harried, giving the advantage, but not really.
Double advantage.
Double advantage! But the creature is going to try to attack you from the back.
I don't know if this is relevant, but its speed is reduced by 10 because of the vines.
It was pretty.
I didn't think it was relevant, but I figured I'd hear it.
I appreciate that. Would have maybe mattered in the first one, but it's still only right in the dead center of you all. So,
Yeah.
first attack. Natural 20. Woo! And a 14. So it's bite.
Got me good.
Did. I mean, you're not looking at that much. You're looking at 6, 10 points of piercing damage from its bite. Slashing. That would be 23 hit for the claws.
Yes.
Second claw. In total, that one is a 13, so that doesn't hit, but the first one does. So, included is full damage. 10 points of slashing damage from the claw as you feel the bite connect right between the plates of your armor and your shoulder, and the claw catches you right in your side as you feel these fine, sharp implements enter you.
Yes.
Okay, at the end of this creature's turn, all of your bodies return to their former forms.
Oh, good.
They come back. Your body's purchase comes back to you.
I got something to say.
The creature in front of you, Metolius, then wheels out and tries to attack. Does get advantage because it has a friend flanking you.
Wait.
You're being attacked by 2 things.
I mean, it's not like it was the end of their turn.
Sorry, it's literally the end of the one that's scrapping. Which
Yeah,
is
all the
when,
rest still get to go.
Which is when the psychic
Got it.
scream ends.
Commence.
Thank you.
Hey, you get reactions now.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a total of 24.
Sure.
Okay, that's the bite attack. That does 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The first claw, that's 19, which doesn't hit.
No.
Catches your shield, bouncing off. Wow, I'm rolling them nat ones. Thank God I have advantage. Second is 17 and misses. Once again, catches into your plating on your
Yep.
breastplate,
Still got shield.
doing no damage for either claw attack. You now able, having your mind back to you, your body back to you, you're able to block and bash the claws away. Finally, the last of the scions run up and swing at. But your body's back to you, so they do not get advantage. The first attack is 9, does not hit. Second swing of a claw is 20, not natural. Second claw is 19.
Those both hit.
Okay. So as its bite is dodged, you're able to move and duck out of the way, but its 2 claws slash into you one after another, dealing 14 points of slashing damage.
Total?
Total. That being the end of all of their turns, bringing it to Metolius' turn. Feel free now to respond.
Oh. What shall I...
Repay in kind.
Repay in kind.
Ooh, what were the rolls respectively? I need to roll for concentration.
Oh, it was 20, not natural, and 19, and then it was 7 each. So 14 altogether.
And that one was nat 1, so I lose my concentration.
What were you concentrating on?
Hex.
Hex.
Grace drops.
Right. Well, I guess I will just...
You have fishmen on either side.
One's covered in brambles.
One's covered in brambles.
Okay. And one is not taking any damage.
No, the one that's attacking Amelia hasn't taken any damage. The one that's attacking you took damage. Both of them that are attacking you took damage.
I'll attack the non-brambled one.
Okay.
27.
27
Yeah.
hits. Actually, pause. Sorry. Roll a attack of opportunity if you wish it, because
Oh, hell yeah.
the one that was attacked Amelia was the one that was attacking you at first.
Let's do that.
Turned away.
Sure.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I wanted to make sure. I was like, wait, nope, that's right. Somebody in the field.
That's not reckless, because it was
No.
my reckless ended. Wait, I can't reckless on a reaction attack. Anyways, that's okay. It still hits to 18.
18 hits.
Yeah. Seven plus 6 is 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
You catch it on the way as it rushes towards Amelia, but it still runs and does
All the things.
all the things. Bring
Okay.
it to Metolius, who now.
Damage. 14 magical slashing and 4 lightning for the first attack.
Okay, still standing.
And I'll attack again.
You see it just, its body jolts as the lightning catches into it.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
This one I will use level 3 smite. on top of this. Okay, so we have 11 points of magical slashing damage and 16 points of radiant.
So, as you swing your sword in for a second time, you're doing your axe or your sword?
Or my axe.
Your axe. As you swing your axe in for the second hit, you catch it right between the neck and the shoulder, and as it lands into the torso of the creature, the radiant damage just erupts out of it. It screeches and is instantly quelled as its body falls.
I like the how they split it sort of catty corner.
Just like that,
Like
that
a
silly,
big chunk.
almost
Yeah.
Kind of
like folds open.
T1000 after he got hit with the
A
grenade
yeah, a little
launcher.
bit. Not
Just
super deep, but
yeah.
a little bit.
Okay.
Power of the forest.
Okay. Anything else?
I spit on its corpse because I'm really ticked off. I turn to face the other bramble-covered one, and I say, "Come at me, you fish bastard!"
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
As you finish your turn, Metolius, the two water-based creatures, you see them sink down just slightly, and then they slide underneath the feet of Amelia and Grimtuck. And then slowly they wheel around and start to sink you down, cover you, and then whelm you in water. Both of you have to make a strength saving throw.
Strength. I think I got that one.
Is Grimtuck looking tempting to me?
No,
But I get advantage on these, and
neither Amelia or Grimtuck.
I know Amelia's
that is a 26.
Okay.
Your whole cans?
Yeah, I do have my whole cans on. Amelia got a 10.
10. So, Grimtuck, you're able to kind of shake this creature off, and it kind of splashes down. As it does, it takes its moment to kind of reform itself and ready for the next attack. But then you all turn to see this creature completely envelop Amelia. And on that, you take...
Quit boring Justin's characters. All the
You
time
take-
with the boring.
15 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel your whole body compressed under the weight of the ocean. And then you feel the water pour down your throat and you are unable to breathe as you all see Amelia suspended now in this creature's form. And for now, that's the end of the turn, and where I'm going to call it.
Just give me. I was stunned with it.
See you next time on the Swordcast Adventures.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
Good
Swallow it
episode. Swallow it again. Also, alternate
Swallow it
episode.
again. Oh yeah. Also.
Alternate episode title.
Swallow it again.
Swallow it again.
Hey, this is Aaron Zelder. I play Elduin Lunare on the Swordcast Adventures. Thanks for listening. We've been having a blast, and I hope that you have as well. We can be found online at various social medias, from Twitter to Instagram to Facebook. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/the Swordcast. And please go ahead and support us, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day.